Hey, how we all doing out there? How's everyone this morning? Hope you're getting your coffee on. I know I am. Good to see you, Reels. Happy Sunday. Now, let's go ahead and make sure I got that music on a decent volume. Something different going here. Yeah, so get that cord right up out the way. Sure got my camera looking good. Should have had that a little bit more set up, but hey, awesome. Great to have you here, guys. Just living that dream, you know. Gonna have myself a nice little review here. Me and a friend actually bought out another friend's old collection. He doesn't play, he hasn't for years, and he's actually trying to get some money together so he can spruce up his little man cave down there. And he was like, "Hey, Pat, I know you're doing a magic thing. You know, you're out there, you're trying to buy cards, sell cards, make a little money off it." So he asked me to look through his library there, and didn't have too much. It was, well, you'll see in just a little bit. That's pretty much what it is. Just trying to get some better background music on. There we go. That's my kind of Sunday morning. There we are. Hey, good to see you, MTG Gaming Bob. Great to have you here. You too, Charles. Great to see you. Just trying to hit a couple of buttons here. Clicking things, getting everything set up. I'm not exactly a pro at this yet. It's one of the things I wanted to talk with you about, Bob. Helping me get set up, get things more on point. Go ahead and click a button there. Yeah. Okay. So let's get right into it. So like I was saying, me and my buddy bought out another friend's collection. So got these boxes to go through here. Should be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and get that stuff out of here. Now, got a whole bunch of random cards. Looks like this was a commander deck. I haven't gone through everything really. And big old binder. I did look through the binder to see if it was going to be worth buying, which, well, it was. So, big ups. Now, let's start with that commander deck. Maybe there's going to be some stuff I need out of this. Should have a couple of buddies, if we're lucky, coming over to play some. Now, this is one of the things that really sold me on it. Is these gigantic cards. I don't think I've ever seen these. This is friggin' awesome looking. Yeah. And it comes with, what's this? Derevi Imperial Tactician. Bird Wizard, flying. When it ETBs or a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may tap or untap target permanent. Well, that could probably be deals combat damage. Yeah, you could probably do something crazy with that. All these are just super cool looking. I wish I had like a nice frame. Awesome. Super cool looking. Love that. Get this back in a sleeve. I guess this was the commander of the deck because it's in a different color than everything else. Pretty standard modus operandi. That's the way we do, right? And there's also a hard loader that's got Anna Fenzi the Foremost. So nice foiled out legendary human soldier. You get a white, black, and green for a 4/4. When this attacks, put a 1/1 counter on another target tapped creature you control. If creature card be put into an opponent's graveyard, exile instead. Not too bad. I don't know what that's worth, but cool little card. We'll look that up later. Now, the commander deck. Looks like it actually is a commander deck. It's big enough. Let's get right into it. Restore, Forest, Island, Bant Panorama. Seems okay. Search library. Yeah, it's really not bad. Restore is decent. Solid card. Blue Sun's Zenith. You know what? What is this? 2013, it says when this has come out. They curl bad, you say, Bob? These ones came out looking pretty decent here. Not too shabby. Yeah. There's definitely a bend to them. Yeah, without a doubt. I think it was probably lucky enough that the deck was sitting on top of it to try and push it down a little bit. There we go. Get that a bit more on camera. Now, I wonder what that Blue Sun Zenith is worth. MTG. Blue Sun's Zenith. Price. I love how Google just wants to put that all right up there. TCG player. I think that's out of the siege. Let me click the other button for all versions. TCG player, you're such a wonderful site. I mean, not to like behold, but you know, $3. Yeah, not bad. Seems like it's just a decent enough card. X3 blue, instant target player draws X cards. Shuffle this into your library. Very usable. Opal Palace, Rune, one of the big cards there. Just looks cool. It's got like an old style to it. New Magic cards, they just try and, spice things up too much. When everything's special, nothing's special. Djinn of Infinite Deceits. Exchange control of 2 target non-legendary creatures. You can't activate this ability during combat. That's not bad. Pain in the ass. Seaside Citadel, the old Alara Tri-lands. As a land fan, huge fan of this land. Bunch of planes. Acidic Slime. Doesn't really matter where I put these. It's all going to go back together, and then I'll sort it out at another point. Acidic Slime, Forest, Thunderstaff. What is this thing? As 3 for an artifact, as long as it's untapped. If a creature would deal combat damage to you, prevent 1 of that damage. There we are. Attacking creature gets 1/0 until end of turn. If a creature would deal combat damage, it's okay. Airy Mystics. Creatures you control have Shroud until end of turn. It's kind of cool. Wash Out. Return all permanents of the color of your choice to their owner's hands. Return all permanents of the color of your choice. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's going in a deck. I'm going to ruin some goddamn days with this. Wash Out. 3 and a blue. Sorcery. Return all permanents of the color of your choice to their owner's hands. Man, yeah. Oh, Charles, you want that Blue Sun Zenith? Oh, we will be talking. I'm not going to let you haggle too much on that one. We'll see what we can do. Not like I'm hunting down any cards. Though there was one I just saw I would like. Something not too expensive. I think it was like a welcoming guest or something. Out of these new Innistrad sets. Not sure which one. Well, we got Fiend Hunter right here. Yeah, not too bad. You get to exile a card when it comes in. Another creature. So, and it's a human, so it's very open to being taken care of. Luzon, Scholar General. Horsemanship. Holy shit, a horsemanship card. This is just going to go in the binder. Won't trade it. You don't see horsemanship on anything because it's weird. Secluded Step. Leonin Blade Trap. Azorius Chancery. Yeah, it's a fine card. Bunch of lands. Selesnya Guildgate. Ooh. My buddy Jordan was showing me this chart of all the different colors and what their different names mean. And it's all like set around a giant pentagram since it's 5 different colors. It's just how you draw it. Selesnya, Bant, Azorius. It's like, geez Louise. I need to get that printed out so I can start memorizing it. We've got Mist Meadow Witch, 1 and a I don't know what that thing's called. The blue-white. For a 1/1 Kithkin Wizard, exile target creature for 2 and a blue-white. Return that card to the battlefield beginning of next end step. That's not too bad. You can flicker your stuff. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Aether Mage's Touch. 2, a white and a blue. Reveal the top 4 cards of the library. You may put that card from among them on the battlefield. It gains at the beginning of your end step. Return this creature to its owner's hand. Then put the rest of the cards revealed this way on the bottom of your library in order. That's not bad. Huh. That's actually kind of interesting because you can get an ETB for 4 and then you just have it in your hand. Interesting. You pull that to the side. Decent enough card there. Dungeon Geists. 2 and 2 blue for a 3/3 spirit. When Dungeon Geist enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its untapped step for as long as you control Dungeon Geist. Okay, but then you got to deal with it. Interesting. Yeah, Charles, I'm not sure what card it is. I'd have to look around on like EDH Rec to see exactly which one I was looking for. Just got so much going on, got a whole list of stuff over here I just still haven't even taken care of. Less than optimal productive weekend, but had fun. Yeah, super good weekend. Just, could have done more. I need a lot more coffee in my life, which is exactly what I'm doing over here. I don't know if you can hear that clinking. That's me stirring my coffee. And it tastes good. Winged Coatl, Azorius Guildgate, Honda Spy Patrol. I love this level up mechanic. I wish that was actually used during the D&D set. I think it was a travesty that they didn't. Just sort of crazy that they didn't. It was just exactly perfect for D&D, but whatever. Adventures in Forgotten Realms was just kind of a disappointing set in a lot of different ways to me. 2 and a 1, a curse. You don't see a lot of these. Enchant player. Whenever creature attacks enchanted player, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's a fucking pain in the dick. I know a couple of guys that are going to want that one. Curse of Inertia. You get another enchant player curse. 2 and a blue. Whenever a player attacks enchanted player with 1 or more creatures, the attacking player may tap or untap target permanent of his or her choice. Oh, snap. Okay. Leaf Drake Roost. 3, blue and a green. Enchant land. It has green, blue, tap, put a 2/2 green and blue Drake creature token with flying onto the battlefield. That's very not great. Selesnya. That's what the green and white is. Selesnya. Because that's the Selesnya symbol. Selesnya. Instant. Choose 1. Target creature gets 2/2 and trample until end of turn. Or exile target creature with power 5 or greater. Or put a 2/2 white creature token with vigilance on the battlefield. Utilitarian. And I like how it's very themed with the color. White is going to do that banishing part. Green is the growth. Together. Very cool. I have never been more disappointed in a set than AFR. Yeah, bro, for reals, Bob. I was saving up money for a year to buy a bunch of it. Ended up canceling most of my pre-orders for it. Very lucky. Good call on it, canceling the pre-orders. I've heard a couple of stories about people getting stuck with product, thinking it's going to go up and do well. Funny enough, on that exact same note. So, I'll drink a bit more while we're talking here for a moment. Those Strixhaven collector's boxes, I had 2 of them. Me and my buddy, we do some investing and buying, and we were holding on to them for sealed product. And we actually tried to get rid of the 2 that we had bought, Strix collectors. Now, I put them in my backpack, brought them to LGS, was like, hey, Brad, on the store. I was like, you want to buy these? He's like, what's your price? Quoted him, a little bit of a loss just so we could get money back out of it. It's like, nah, man, couldn't even do that. So we sat on it for a while. by and by, ended up talking to my buddy, and we're like, hey, let's try a couple other different avenues. And we put them up on Facebook Marketplace, didn't get anything. Put them up on eBay, didn't get anything. Like, you know what? Screw it. Made an offer to Big Box Dave. Was like, hey, man, you want to open up, you know, do a little box battle? There was a demonic tutor in it, the Japanese foil. So it's freaking nuts. I mean, sometimes, it just works out. Oh, did I see them? Cool. So, just an interesting thing for me there, you know? How many times I tried to get rid of it and big money inside it. It was pretty slick. Ended up canceling it. Wasn't buying it for financial gains. It just sucked. It was a pretty lackluster product, Adventures in Forgotten Realms. I mean, some of the cards look cool thematically, you know, just as far as art, you know, there was a certain crossover that I enjoyed, like you happen upon a glade, you know, split the party, you know, things you hear from playing D&D and stuff. So there was a little bit of nostalgia factor for it. But yeah, it was super disappointing. I mean, I've got at least 15 Drizzt Do'Urden books sitting on my shelf. I'm in the middle of reading like the Crystal Shard trilogy again, because I read it twice already. And to see how poorly they made Drizzt, Guinevere, Wolfgar and Catti-brie were just super disappointing. I mean, cool, you've got a red dragon. That card sucks. Let's go through some more cards, because that's less disappointing than AFR. Angel of Finality. So 3 and a white, you get a 3/4 flying angel. When it enters the battlefield, exile cards from target player's graveyard. That's fine. Presence of Gond. Enchant creature for a 2 and a green, an aura enchantment. Enchanted creature has tap, put a 1/1 green elf Grelf. So we should call them Grelf warriors. Onto the battlefield. Phantom Nantuko. This is such a cool looking card. I remember these from back when I played in high school. Kamigawa set was still a thing back then. Charles, there's mainly 12 cards that were in that set. Oh, AFR? Yeah, there were like a few cards out of Adventures in Forgotten Realms that were decent, but again, it was a replacement for a core set, so you kind of have to expect that there's at least some juice in there. Yeah, dice mechanics were bad. The dungeons were bad. They lacked power. They just kind of dragged the game out. What up, Twiddler? Bought out a few collections. Love it every time. The excitement alone is just an endorphin blowing sometimes. Oh, absolutely. After going through this commander deck, I'm going to bust open that binder, and that's pretty much the reason that I decided to buy this stuff out. Swiftfoot boots, we're going to pull that out. That's going to go in a deck. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of them. Shit, when I was down visiting Paws, he actually gave me my second Soul Ring, so I didn't have to take it out of the 2 decks I have. Stone Cloaker, you get a 2 and a white for a Gargoyle 3/2 with Flash, flying. When it ETBs, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. When it enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. Not a bad card. Selesnya Guild Gauge. So for Selesnya, I'll learn it one day. You get a 2/2 Elf Wizard, 3 and a green. Put a 1/1 green Sapperling creature token onto the battlefield. 3 and a white. Creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. Snap. So if you've got infinite mana, you can, as much as I don't want to, I'm going to take this out because I know my buddy Matt's going to want it. I doubt Matt's watching. I know he's taking care of shit. He's doing grown-up stuff because he's got a grown-up life. Not me. I'm not playing that game yet. Game I'm playing is Magic. Diviner Spirit, 4 and a green for a 2/4 Spirit. When it deals combat damage to a player, you and that player draw that many cards. I might want that in my deck. I've got red, white, and blue Kaikar deck, and it's about spirits and stuff. So this might actually be decent enough to throw in there. I'm pretty sure as well, but I can't tell from the pictures. Oh, buddy's sending me a message. Looks like we got something going on the eBay there. We'll deal with that after this. Cool looking Arcane Denial. Counter target spell. Its controller draws up to 2 cards at the beginning of the next turn. You draw a card at the beginning of your next turn's upkeep. The next turn's upkeep. Oh, that's even a little bit better. Salt Crusted Step. Flicker Form. 1 and a white is an enchant creature. 2 and 2 white. Exile enchanted creature and all auras attached to it. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If you do, return the other cards exiled this way to the battlefield attached to that creature. I don't know why you would really want to be using this too much. I bet there's some jank that I'm just not seeing. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the collection we were talking about there. Yeah, super cool art on that. I think that does look really cool, Bob. For sure. Just a big blot on it. It's like, you ain't messing with me. Transguild Promenade. Azorius Keyrune. Apparently Azorius is the white and blue. So for 3, you get an artifact. Tap, add white or blue. White and blue. Azorius Keyrune becomes a 2/2 white-blue bird artifact creature with flying until end of turn. Very meh to me. Cool looking. Just jumps right out. Looks magic card up top. Crazy action down on bottom. Let's read through this since it's a rare. Kazandu Tusk Collar. You get a colorless green for a human shaman. Comes in. I assume it would just be a 1/1 when it comes in because it's level 1, of course. And then for colorless and green, you can level it up, put a level counter, level only as a sorcery. So level 2 to 5 is tap, put a 3/3 green elephant creature on the battlefield. Level 6 is tap, put 2. It's actually not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Evolving Wilds. Oh, let's go fucking nuts. Oh my god. What? Surveyor Scope. 2 colorless. You get an artifact. Tap. Exile Surveyor Scope. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of players who control at least 2 more lands than you. Put those on the battlefield and shuffle your library. X is the number of players at least 2 more lands than you. That's okay. Yeah, that's about how I see that. That's okay. Simic Guildgate, Plains, Rubinia Soul Singer, 2 green, white, and blue for a 2/3 legendary fairy. You may choose not to untap this at the during your untap. Tap, gain control of target creature for as long as you control this card and it remains tapped. Huh. That's annoyingly fun. Croson Grip. I've got this a number of times over by opening so much Time Spiral Remastered. Huge fan of Time Spiral Remastered. Just saying it, Moxman. Great product. Loved it. Sticking to my guns on it. It was just fun. I don't care if there was financial value. It was just cool to open. Fucking love slivers. Croson Grip. 2 and a green. Split second. Destroy artifact or enchantment. I like the split second stuff. It's kind of just, no, you can't have it. Selesnya Sanctuary and Flicker Wisp. Now, he's got some other jank here. Some lands it looks like he was going to put in there, but just didn't. So, also Seek the Horizon. Search your land for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle. That's not bad. So, these ones are sleeved up. Basalt Monolith. Oh, it's actually it's a card I've heard of. I don't know if it's worth a bunch or not. It's a reprinting of it. So Azami, Lady of Scrolls, pardon. 2 and 3 blue for an 0/2. Tap an untapped wizard you control, draw a card. That's kind of cool. I bet that builds into something like Infinite. Oh yeah. That's a good way to look at it, Bob. I love Time Spiral Remastered. It is just $50 to $80 too expensive. Even when it came out, it should have been a premium product, $180 a box. That seems like it would have been fair. But I even think when it came out, it was 200 and change. Freaking jank. Skyward Eye Prophets. Meh. Sword of the Perunes. I think I looked this up and it's kind of worth a bit. So for 4 colorless, you get an artifact equipment, equip 3. As long as equipped creature is tapped creature